You're listening to the Shaun of the South podcast, brought to you by Food City, dedicated to providing you, their valued customer, with top quality products at the best value every day. From certified Angus beef to locally grown produce and in-store made baked goods, nobody does food like Food City. Find a store conveniently located near you at foodcity.com. Shaun of the South starts now. Dear Shaun, I'm writing for advice, the message began. I lost the whole right side of my lower face due to cancer before having it rebuilt, and my surgeon was a genius. But I'm 5 years without cancer, but still my 12-year-old constantly worries about me and is afraid my cancer will come back. We've been through a lot. I tell her that I'm okay, but it doesn't always help. What do I do? Well, dear friend, you're asking the wrong guy for advice. See, I have no children. The closest I ever came to having a child was when my wife got me a goldfish for Christmas. I named him Gary. I travel for a living, so I took Gary with me everywhere since Gary would have starved at home alone because, sadly, Gary never learned to cook. So I carried Gary in a mason jar when I traveled. He rode in the passenger seat. Late one night in Texas, I was checking into a hotel and I plopped Gary's jar on the counter and I started digging through my wallet, and the teenage clerk behind the desk just stared at Gary and said, "Is that a fish?" "Yes," I said. The clerk blinked, then replied, and "I'm not making this up," he said. "So I guess you want to upgrade your room to 2 kings?" So anyway, eventually Gary died of natural causes, and by natural causes, I'm of course referring here to our cat Cuddles. So I am not qualified to raise a goldfish, let alone give a kid advice. Still, I do have this theory, and I realize that this is going to sound ridiculous, but bear with me. My theory is that every human is really a 12-year-old waiting for his or her life to begin. When I was a 12-year-old, I underwent a lot of trauma and tragedy. My father died by suicide, and our world was completely upended. Ever since then, one feeling I craved was security. Security was missing in my life. But here's the thing. The feeling of safety is a strange and elusive thing. Security is something you can never really achieve. The harder you try to feel secure, the less you ever do. Even so, I've found that the 12-year-old kid inside me doesn't actually need security at all, like he thinks. Because after all, security doesn't really exist, and you can't need something that doesn't truly exist. Security is an illusion, since nothing in this world lasts. Everything is impermanent. What the 12-year-old inside me really wants isn't security at all. What the 12-year-old in my chest needs, especially in moments of fear, is for someone to hold me. Yes, I know this sounds ridiculous. I know this makes me sound a lot less masculine, but remember, inside, I'm just a giant 12-year-old. And you can ask any therapist what a 12-year-old needs, and they will tell you love. Real physical affection. A 12-year-old needs someone, anyone, to hold them and remind them that, yes, even though everything in life vanishes, even though nothing will last forever, love will. So in short, my theory is that all 12-year-olds need to be held. They need to be hugged. They need to be squeezed, kissed, comforted, and they need this to happen yesterday. Especially the middle-aged 12-year-old who has survived cancer. Well, thanks for listening to Shaun of the South. I've been your host today, Sean Dietrich, and it has been a true privilege to find out anything more about what I do, you can visit SeanDietrich.com, or for those who are not particularly good spellers, you can visit SeanOfTheSouth.com, and there you can find out all sorts of information that you didn't know you didn't need to know about me. And while you're there, I hope you take the time to drop me a line. Tell me what's important to you. Tell me what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear it. And in case anyone hadn't told you today already, I love you. Now go say that to somebody else. Have a great day.